If you've done any woodworking at all, you've probably used a chop box. Today what we're going to show you is the use of a modern era miter saw versus using the good old everyday classic hand-done miter box. So we're going to make this cool box, right? So we've got our pieces all cut to length, and we've got a groove in the bottom to put our bottom in. Now what we've got to do is we've got to make these mitered corners here. There's two ways to do that. We can do it on the old-fashioned miter box by hand, or we'll take it over to the miter box and do the electric ones. We'll show you both of them. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We've got our blade set here. It's turned at 90 degrees, or 45 degrees, half the corner. We've got our piece in here. We're going to lift this up. We've got our wood there. We're going to hold it right up tight next to the fence there. And our inside, where our slot is on the fence side over here. We're just going to take this, lower it down on there, and just push it through. The old-fashioned hand way of doing it. Takes a little bit to make this happen, but with a good sharp saw, it'll happen pretty quick enough. Okay, now we're most of the way through there, so I'm going to let you come in and do it. All we're doing is we're grabbing this one finger out here and just sliding it through. These will guide it. Hold one hand here and push it up next to the fence, nice and tight, with your thumb. Keeping your thumb well away from the blade, and then grab the handle here and start pushing it through. There you go. Okay, hold it up on the back like this a little bit and just slide it through there. Pushing hard. There you go. Want me to take over and finish it up? Because those are pretty hard to do. Okay, let me grab it. Step by the way. So that's what we got to do. And it's a good bit of work to push that through there like that. That's not easy to do. Not easy at all. And we can fast forward through some of this.
It sounds like a song.
I don't know that I've ever heard that song, man. But anyway, that's the old-fashioned way of doing it. That's the way they had to do it all the time.
It sounded like a song, so I was dancing.
That was the way they did it before they had electric power equipment. So you had to make that cut that way. If you did this all day, every day, you'd have serious arms on you for making the cuts like that. We're going to do the rest of them over on the electric miter box to make it do the easy way. So now, Benjamin, what we're going to do is we're going to take our box here. We've got one miter that we already cut on our hand miter box. We're going to cut the rest of them on our chop saw here. So what I want to do is I want those all to be exactly the same length every single time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my saw at 90 degrees from the fence. I'm going to put my tape measure down here. And I want the sides to be about 6 inches each. So we're just going to lock this down. This is called a stop.
Like this. Is it word different? Is it spelled different?
No, just the same thing. And what it does is it allows us to put our piece up there. And when we go like this, if we set it straight like that, every cut that we make on this outside edge is going to be right at 6 inches. So we've got that one there. We're going to slide it up right next to our stop. We're going to turn it to our 45. And then when we cut that down, that outside edge will be 6 inches every single time we do it. So let's grab our ear protection and put that in place. And that's always a good idea when you're working around power equipment because it tends to be kind of loud. So we've got this in here. We don't really have a lot of room to hold our finger here, so I'm going to hold it on the outside for this particular cut. I'm going to pull that down nice and easy through. When it gets all the way through the cut, then I'm going to release the trigger and stop the blade while it's still down. I don't want to be pulling it up while the blade is still running and have it exposed, which can cause injuries. There we go. We let that stop. And there's our first piece. And the outside of our box is going to be 6 inches. There's our groove. So now we've got to take this one. We've got to turn it over. So we cut this angle back this way. We're going to turn it over like this. Make that cut again. Once again, allowing it to come to a complete stop before we move. And this one, we're going to push back this way. We're going to turn it over so our groove is facing out, up next to our stop. I'm going to hold it here. And there we go. Now, when we put these two back to back, they're exactly the same length. If we do that on all 4 of our pieces, then we know it's going to come up to be a perfectly square box. Do you want to come over here and cut one?
Yeah.
I think you can do this, okay?
So how do you turn it on?
Well, there's a switch right here that you pull the switch, and then you pull the whole thing down, and when it's down, then you release that. Now, we're going to have to cut this one back at this angle, so we're going to set it right there. Come over here and hold it. Hold it next to the fence on that side. Nice tight with your hand right up there, nice and tight. Let me get around the other side. Let me get around over here. Okay, you got that held nice and tight right there. So we're just cutting that end off. Hold it tight to the fence, real tight with your hand. Get your hand further away from it. There you go. Hold that nice and tight, like that. And then fire it up and bring it down nice and easy. Hit the switch. Nice and easy. There you go. Now release the switch. Hold it down till it stops. Don't move your other hand. You always keep your hand here in place here and in place here, because if they're there and there, they can't get anywhere in there. Okay, now turn it over. Over again. Bring it up next to the stop here. Hold it in next to it and hold it back over there. Make sure your hands are nice. Make sure this is nice and tight up against there. And go ahead and make that cut. Nice and easy. Turn it off. Keep your hands in place. There, now that it's stopped, you can let it up out of there. And we've got another of our side steps. So let me cut that one because that's too small for your hands to get close to it. Very good. We're going to cut this to reverse it to keep our slot in the right place. So those will all be exactly the same dimension now. We'll turn this over, slide it up next to our stop, go ahead and turn it off. There. Now we can lose our ears again. And there we have 4 identical pieces. Back to back, they're all exactly the same dimension. Let's take them back over to the bench and we'll dry fit them. And then we're going to make the base to put in the bottom. 2 ways to cut with the miter saw, the electric, and the old hand version of it. Give us our mitered corners to make our box with.